Good afternoon, everybody. We will be discussing the NBA slate today. We did well yesterday. We'll break down what we did yesterday, my thought process behind the lineup that we did go ahead and make. And I will let y'all know that it was a good day yesterday. So we will break that process down. I will see you guys in a second, and let's get at it. That is unfortunate that I've been muted this whole entire time. Hopefully you guys can hear me now, but yeah. I did get it to work on PC finally. We do have an exposures tool as well. I got that from somebody in one of my Discords that I am. Shout out to Andy, which is nice because I can actually see what my exposures are to people and what the teams are. It poops out a Excel sheet kind of like this. I'll show you guys real quick. This is my buzzer beater teams, and it shows every team that I have. So this is really nice to have, and it poops it all out for you in a nice, pretty Excel sheet. So yeah, that's really nice to have. Tatum, I have a little bit of Tatum, as you can see. We have a Tatum, Joel Embiid. So if Joel Embiid goes tonight, this lineup here is looking very optimal as far as what we have going into tonight. I really, like I said, the thumbnail is going to be Scotty Barnes. I love Scotty Barnes tonight, as you could tell. My exposures to him, I have him in over 50% of my drafts, and we can already see Jason Tatum going at the 103 over Anthony Davis. Makes a lot of sense with all the Boston Celtics that are out tonight. I do foresee Drew Holiday going a little higher as well. Let's look at some exposures real quick. I do want to take a peek at these. I know I have a lot of Jaylen Brown. I knew I had a lot of Kyrie. That's okay, though. They will swap, and hopefully they'll swap to Drew Holiday. That's kind of the hope. I don't really have a lot of Drew Holiday. I don't believe. I know I have, yeah, I don't have very much Drew Holiday or Kristaps. So Kristaps won't be nearly as pivotal. Giannis is on my one team that's like a winner take all type deal. So that kind of sucks. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Let's go back to the board here and get in the board. All right. So we have De'Aaron Fox, Donovan Mitchell. De'Aaron Fox going at the 7th spot. That's kind of crazy to me. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Like I said, guys, if you guys want to know what I'm using, I do use Basketball Monsters projections. I have subscribed to them. If you guys haven't checked them out already, make sure y'all go check them out. Really good set of projections, to be honest. They've done me well. They've won me over $2,000 in the last couple weeks. So they've done me well. I've never really been a proprietor of doing this. So, it is what it is. When you have a set of projections in front of you, it makes it a lot easier. Guys that are in there every single day doing projections, this is what they do for a living. Makes it a lot easier for me to be able to do this. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with that. As LeBron goes at the 204, Maxey at the 203. Scotty Barnes falling to us here, exactly where we want him to be. I really hate to take Scotty Barnes again, but I love Scotty Barnes tonight. No Giannis Antetokounmpo for Milwaukee. Damian Lillard is the only guy there. I kind of like it. I kind of want to go. Ooh, I really want to go with this. Pascal Siakam and him. The likelihood of them both getting there, though, is really, really tough. So I think we're going to pivot to Trae Young instead. I like this start. It's a good start so far. Let's see. We'll go with it and see what kind of goes on here. We do have a Tatum, James, Booker. See, like this lineup here, we'll get a Drew Holiday swap probably. This lineup here will probably get a Drew Holiday swap. As you can see, Seldy's inviting me to a party midstream. The Drew Holiday in the last round, that's probably gone now. So, like, this team is very live to do something tonight, I feel like, especially with Maxey. I really like that team overall. I'm kind of looking through here to see. We have a lot of Brown last round. See, this is Brown and Kyrie. So we're going to have 2 swaps here. This is an interesting, very interesting lineup. Holy, with Drew Holiday in it, this is going to be a very interesting lineup. Luka, Maxey, Ant, Trae, Booker, and Jaylen Brown. That's a very live lineup right there. I like that lineup a lot. We're going to go back to our active drafts here. We are 7 picks away still. So while we're 7 picks away, let's go ahead and talk about the matchups tonight. I do want to pull up the slate tonight. We do have I want to say 10-game slate tonight. We are going to pull this up on my phone real quick here. It's kind of impossible for me to have both up at the same time. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have an 8-game slate tonight. All right. Mavericks and Wizards. The Mavericks are only favored by 4.5, and it's probably because Kyrie's out. I obviously like the Mavs in this game. The Wizards can keep up with this team. The offensive power of the Wizards is surprisingly really good. Kyle Kuzma's been a very solid player, and from my exposures of him, you guys are probably going to see me take him here. Kyle Kuzma is one of those guys that you look at and he scores the ball really well. He's efficient. He did have a bad game last game in regards to turnovers, but Kuzma's finally coming out of that, bust realm and kind of coming into his own in Washington a little bit. Unlike Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole has looked terrible in Washington, but we're not going to talk about Jordan Poole. We're talking about the game. So, Kuzma's a key guy that I feel like is going to have to score the ball. He's going to have to go leg for leg with Luka. Neither team really has much defense. I can see that being a very high scoring game. I think it is projected to be the highest scoring game on the slate at 242.5 points total. So that is a very high scoring game. I want pieces of that game if I can get it. Obviously, Luka being the main one. Kyrie was the one before. I think Tim Hardaway Jr. is a good sleeper. Those kinds of guys are guys you really want to have on this slate. We are going to go ahead and take Kyle Kuzma, and I think we're going to go ahead and take Drew Holiday here as well in the 5th round. I think 5th round Drew here is beautiful. A lot of drafts, Drew Holiday didn't even go drafted, so it's kind of tough. It is what it is. I wish we could see the rooms that we were in for this. Swap rankings, we do need to go through and set these as well a little bit more in depth, not just Drew Holiday and call it a day, because Drew Holiday got taken in some rooms. So, there's got to be some other guys to get creative with here. Derek White's another guy that I feel like could get creative if you don't really have to take Drew Holiday necessarily. I think that's another guy that you can get creative with. Who else got ruled out? Let's see. Kyrie got ruled out. So I think that just increases Luka. I don't think that really helps other people necessarily on this slate. Let's see. Who else is ruled out? Jaylen Brown's out. Schroeder's probably out if I had to take a wild guess. It seems like Schroeder's not going to be playing. LeBron gets the infamous questionable tag. He typically gets, so I'm not too worried about LeBron. This is some extreme scroll down here that is probably unnecessary scroll down. Who else is in a really good spot? I'm trying to kind of scroll through here and look at this. Al Horford might be in a decent spot. He probably gets the start tonight. That could be one that's a good swap. The Boston Celtics guys are going to be the swap guys tonight. Like, I feel like that's going to be a lot of swaps tonight. So, we'll see. Let's see. I'm kind of looking at this. I'm looking at my Discord here. So, exit. I don't think it saved my rankings. Yeah, definitely didn't. So, Derek White, Max Strus might be in play tonight. Al Horford's definitely in play. We're going to go ahead and save that for the time being. We're 2 picks away now, so we have 1 pick left. We're going to go ahead and go in here. Tobias Harris, that's not a bad choice, especially considering now the matchup's a lot weaker. It's a lot of Tatum. I'm not going to be taking another Boston Celtic here. We are going to make sure that we get somebody else. Bobby Portis is another decent pick, I feel like. As he takes Bobby Portis. Tobias, I think, is our best choice here. Not a lot on the 76ers side out, but I still feel like Al Horford is going to be the third fiddle tonight. Tobias is more so the second fiddle. He does a lot more too. So we're going to go ahead and take Tobias Harris as the last pick in this draft. And we're going to call it a day. So I don't know what this thing is doing. Okay, I guess we're doing that. So we're gonna get our last sixth man entry in for the day. And let's go ahead and do this. Let's get this last one in real quick. Oh, I forgot. Yep. Let's go ahead and get in there. Get in there. All right. What we might do is we might do some main events as well. I am gonna have a stream of drafting pretty much until they close. You guys get to see kind of what I do until close. So my meeting went a little long today, so I kind of thought I was gonna get on here for a little bit longer and talk about it, but it is what it is. We're gonna try to get some into the hump day hoops as well. We're gonna get a few going here at once. Um, I'm gonna try to get at least 10 into the hump day hoops. We'll see. We got the 5 spot. We're gonna go back to drafts here. Get into another. All right. So this is kind of what my slate, my drafts look like. My drafting world. Get into a few. We got our rankings set. So get into a few of these, and let's ride. You know what I'm saying? Let's ride. So we got few here that are active. This is what we do though. This is how we do this. So it is what it is. We go with it though. We go with it. I am going to go ahead and do this as well. Let's see. I'm going to send this out to a few people here. Talk about the slate a little bit. I'm going to talk a little bit about it as well. Also, if you guys haven't already, DG Optimizer, that is something that I do use a little bit. I will probably not be using it much anymore. I'm probably going to move over to something different. The way they did their prices, I'm not a huge fan of it. I don't like what they did to a lot of people. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. We're going to have a kickback stream here, though. Relax, talk about the games. Tonight should be a decent little slate of games, I would think. So it's not a bad day to be a basketball fan, so to speak. But yeah, man, I mean, it's interesting to see the slate tonight because like after last night's fun, I was sweating that out last night. We're getting another Anthony Davis share here. I wish we weren't getting Anthony Davis so much, but it is what it is. Joel Embiid, I do not feel comfortable taking Joel. Genuinely, I don't. So we're gonna go Sabonis here. Sabonis is not projected well, but we're rocking with it anyways. Fourth spot, Anthony Davis, without a doubt in my mind here. So yeah, we're rocking with it. I don't think we're gonna be getting Jason Tatum anytime soon on these drafts because he's going way too early for me. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do this the fun way. Let's see. Donovan Mitchell, Scotty Barnes, Tyrese Maxey. We're gonna go with Donovan Mitchell. We don't have a lot of Donovan Mitchell here, and we're gonna go ahead and go Maxey on the flip. I'm trying to avoid LeBron a little bit more here. We're gonna go ahead and go Scotty Barnes in this guy. Domantas Sabonis, Scotty Barnes, just to go with it, see what happens here. See what happens. But anyways, like I was saying before, the slate tonight so far so good. I think there's a lot of good matchups here tonight, especially in this Boston and Sixers game. It kind of became interesting now that Jaylen Brown's out, Kristaps is out. If Embiid plays, Embiid becomes a very interesting target that I don't have a ton of. So that kind of sucks in that regard. But at the same time, if he doesn't play, Maxey's a guy that you can like pivot to and say, yes, that was a really good pick. Let's see. We have Anthony Davis. We're going to go ahead and go Pascal Siakam here just to get a little different than what my exposures are showing that I have. And then maybe we can get Ant on the flip. That's kind of the hope. So let's see what we got here. We got Anthony Davis again. We are going to go ahead and take Scotty Barnes here just to say that we did it. Oh, no, that's not what I want to do. Go to active. There we go. All right, we're back into the drafts world. We got a few going here at once. Like I said, that's my last sixth man that I can do. So let's go ahead and go into the room here. We have Scotty Barnes, Anthony Davis already. We are going to go ahead and see if we can get a Trae Young here. I do like Trae tonight. Trae has good projections tonight. I think Trae is a very good pick here. I also really do think he is the best pick here. Yeah, I will say this. Pascal doesn't have very good projections tonight. I'm okay with taking Pascal. He's moved up a little bit now since the matchup got a little easier with no Giannis. But at the end of the day, I'm not a huge Pascal guy tonight. We are going to go ahead and go D-Book here. I like the D-Book selection. I think D-Book is a slate breaker tonight, or could be a slate breaker tonight. We'll put it that way. Scotty Barnes, we went ahead and took Pascal in this one. We are going to go ahead and go D-Book in this one as well, just to get a little bit varied here. You guys are seeing me kind of click back and forth here. Let's see. We have, wow, LeBron's falling all the way this far. LeBron, we are taking LeBron without a question of a doubt here. That's not even a hard choice at all of taking LeBron, like at all. If LeBron plays tonight, you guys are going to wish you had taken LeBron there. Before round 3, that is. Because I can tell you this much. Karl Anthony Towns is not better. Maxi's still here. Like, if Maxi falling to the end of the third is kind of insane. I don't know what this board is, to be honest. I don't know why we're taking Vooch. I don't know why we're taking Dame up that high. But it is what it is, I guess. We're going to go ahead and take D-Book here. I mean, this is a really good, solid squad. We go in here. We have DeMontis, Scotty Barnes, LeBron, and Devin Booker. Pretty solid squad here, I would say, overall. We're kind of going through here. Let's see. Let's go in here and look and see what we got. All right. I think we can get Drew Holiday round 5. Towns, Paolo, Mobley. We're going to go Mobley here. I do like Evan Mobley a lot tonight. He projects well. Good matchup against Portland. We're going to go 6-man draft here since this is a limited entry contest. And we are going to take Vooch. Vooch has a really good matchup against Orlando. Eventually, we're probably going to get Drew Holiday in that. So let's go to Hump Day Hoops. Go to draft. All right, so we are going to go ahead and take Zach LaVine. He projects pretty well. I want to say Evan Mobley projects better, but I already have a shit ton of Evan Mobley anyways. So I'm trying to kind of get away from doing that where I have like a shit ton of a guy. We are going to go Evan Mobley again here, though, because I do really like that, getting Donovan and Mobley. I know it's a little bit weird to get 2 guys on the same team, so that's what makes it unique, especially considering that we are limited on our entries here into the Hump Day Hoops. So that's what makes it unique. And unique usually wins this thing. We're going to go Paolo here. Paolo's a good pick. Projects well, has a good matchup once again against Chicago. Those teams should score relatively well, I would say. Maybe I'm wrong, but I would say they score relatively well. We are going to go Drew Holiday in the 5th here. I like Drew Holiday a lot. Now that everything's been settled here with Jaylen Brown, with Kristaps, there's no reason he should be going that late. There's just no reason at all he should be going this late. We're going to take the flip side here of the Cleveland game and go ahead and go Jeremy Grant. I have a lot of Shaedon Sharpe already. I want to get Jeremy Grant. I want to get the other side just in case. Let's see. Lakers, Sacramento, Phoenix. We are going to go ahead and go DeJounte Murray as he fell quite a ways here. We're going to get the GM teams, as the Badge Bros like to call it, and go ahead and take advantage of the ADP there. This is going really slow, so I'm not surprised. A lot of people are probably turning on their auto drafts and trying to fill the contests as quickly as possible. We are getting our Hump Day Hoops in as well, so I do get it. Live drafting these is kind of hard, especially considering with where we're at in the slate right now. we are going to go ahead and drop down and get Derek White. I want to make sure we have a share or two of him in this slate, as honestly, there's probably not going to be a lot in Hump Day Hoops. And if he has a good game, well, you know what? We miss on Drew, we can get him. So it's kind of one of those things, if we're missing on him and not getting Drew, we need to get him. He can help us get unique, which is nice. I like being unique in these. You have to be unique in these to win. But yeah, I mean, if you're not playing to win these, I don't know what you're playing for. Honestly, to begin with, we're going to take Derek White here since we did miss out on Drew Holiday. We are one pick away here. This is kind of my pre-process here, like this is what I do beforehand. I do want to show you guys the tool that I was talking about earlier in the video. So give me just a second here. Let's see. Shaden Sharp's not a bad play. We're gonna go Shaden Sharp. Actually, scratch that. We're not gonna go Shaden Sharp. We're gonna go Keegan Murray. I want to go Keegan Murray. I like Keegan Murray a lot. So now we got 2 drafts. So now we can go back to the lobby, get in about 5 more. All right. So now we got a few more going here. All right. Like I said, this is a little bit before lock, not too long. So, and after this is over, we will go ahead and upload a thumbnail. I think I might do that now, actually, while I'm live. Just so people want to start coming in and say what they want to say. Let's see, hoops. Oh, let me go to Photoshop real quick. Sorry, you guys are gonna see this real quick. Come on. You guys get to see the good old DFS Slate template. So we're gonna draft real quick here in the 6th man. Tobias, not a bad pick. Let me go to this real quick. Shaden Sharp. I think we are gonna go Derek White on the flip side of that game, and then take Shaden Sharp. There we go. On the flip side of that game. Okay. Luka Doncic, number 1 pick. This is why you have your rankings set, just in case something like that happens. Sabonis, we'll go ahead and pick him. We have the 3rd pick in this one. We are going to go Tatum. I do like Tatum more than Anthony Davis now. I just think it's just more logical to have that. It just makes a lot more sense. Jason Tatum over Anthony Davis. It's not really close. We might want to update my rankings here for that. Let's see. Rankings. Go ahead and save that. I think we're going to move Joel down a couple spots here. Save. Okay, drafts. Active. All right. So we are back. We got Domantas Sabonis. We are going to go ahead and take KD along with Domantas Sabonis. I like that pick. Go ahead and go back in here. We have the 5th pick. We're going to go ahead and take Domantas Sabonis one more time. And then we're going to go ahead and follow it up with Mr. Tyrese Maxey. Getting some Maxey shares up here. It's what the goal is. It's what the goal is right now, is to get the Maxey shares up a little, because I need to. We're not going to take Domantas Sabonis this time. We are going to go ahead and take Domantas Sabonis. Okay, never mind. We're going to reach here a little bit. And actually, no, we're going to go LeBron. No, we're not. No, we're not. We're going to go De'Aaron. No, we're not. We're not going to do that either. We're going to go Donovan Mitchell. We're just going to play it by ADP. Because I don't really play it much by ADP hardly ever. So that's something that I do want to do, at least in this one. just to kind of play it by day. Let's see. Let's go to the lobby here. See how many more we can get in this last 5 minutes. I trust my rankings quite a bit, so I'm kind of going with it here. We're full entering here until we hit 500. I want to make sure we get in as many of these as possible because it's not going to fill. It's at 87.5% filled. Like, it's not going to fill in the next 5 minutes. At least I don't think so. It might. You never know. It might. But go Scotty Barnes. We got Luka as the number 1 pick. Thank God. Let's see. So we have Pascal Siakam with Luka, and then we have Trae Young with Luka as well. Once again, this is why you set rankings. So you don't really have to worry about this stuff. My rankings right now, I'm going to move Donovan down a little. We're probably not going to have much Donovan Mitchell. Probably going to have not much KD. Not going to have much De'Aaron Fox. Probably not going to have much Pascal. We'll just have to see what happens. All right. Go to draft. We got Randall. Not a bad spot. And then who else do we have here? We got the 101, Luka. Come on down, buddy. The price is right. We got the number 3, Jason Tatum. I don't know why my rankings aren't updating, but I have Tatum ahead of all these. I need Tatum ahead of AD. That's what I needed. Save. Okay. Active. There we go. Okay. So now we should have that set. Anthony Davis. Go to draft. Let's see what we got. I think a good place here to go ahead and take Evan Mobley is this draft room. Kind of like it. Active. Number 2 overall, we're going Jason Tatum. Once again, I like Jason Tatum a lot tonight. I think he's the number 2 overall player tonight. Let's go ahead and go in. Anthony Davis. We go Tyrese Maxey. Vooch and Paolo. We have Sabonis, Maxey, Dono, Ant. Okay. Tatum. Go ahead and take Tatum. Let's go in here. D-Book against Minnesota. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Active. We have Paulo Banchero. The Jason Tatum, Tyrese Maxey on the direct flip of Jason. Active. I like to get 2 guys in the same game, which is something that I've done with football too, is get somebody on the flip. It's kind of hard because, sometimes that can win, sometimes it doesn't. It is what it is. Sometimes, it is what it is. And we have all these drafts going right now just to try to get a little bit more entries into the Hump Day Hoops. Obviously, I didn't max. I didn't even come close to maxing. But it is what it is at the end of the day. So we're kind of going through teams here relatively fast. But this is what you have to do before lock. I feel like a lot of the guys aren't willing to do this. It is what it is. If you're not willing to set rankings and just kind of trust your rankings, this is really tough. This is a tough process to do. It's a very tough process to do. It's probably not for you if you're not willing to do your rankings. To be honest, it's probably not for you. If you can't do your rankings beforehand, it gets tough. To be honest, it gets tough, and it makes it easier to do them before. But sometimes people just can't do it before, So it's like, what do I do then? And it's like, well, you get lucky here, and maybe ADP is your lucky day, and you get lucky. I don't know for sure. If that's your play style, go for it, man. See, like this one here, Jason Tatum, Pascal. Like I let it auto that. That's something that I wouldn't particularly do, but the ADP fell to where it was in my rankings to do so. So having a team like that is unique, which makes it nicer. We are going to go there and take that. Let's see. We have Jason Tatum. We are going to go ahead and go De'Aaron Fox to get somebody else that we haven't really taken a whole lot of. Like I said, if you can click on these all manually, that's the greatest thing you can do. If not, well, it is what it is. We're going to go Ant, and we're going to go Pascal. No, we're going to go Ant and Trey, because there's not a lot of these combos, probably, out there. So we're trying to get rare, trying to get unique. That's the basis of these contests, is just trying to get unique. If you can get unique in these contests, you can give yourself a better chance of winning. We'll put it that way. That's the best way you can win here, is getting unique. We got Scotty Barnes. We got Rudy Gobert. Yeah, we'll go Rudy Gobert. Not a whole lot of thought process going right now. It's more so just looking at what's available and going with it. Mobley, definitely. It's more so what this process kind of is at this point in the day, is looking what you have on the team, saying, okay, we can go Pascal and get the flip here. Good ADP value there. Let's see. Tobias, Shaden Sharp. We are going to go ahead and take Derek White. I think Derek White's a really good choice. Day Hoops. Let's see what we got. Okay. Derek White, once again, I feel like is a good choice. We're going to go ahead and take him on the flip side of the Maxi pick. Active. Yeah, Hump Day Hoops. Let's see. All right. We could go Paolo, which is a big slip up in ADP. We are going to go ahead and do that because I feel like that's a really good spot for him as well against Chicago. Let's see. We got Scotty Barnes, Jason Tatum. This is going to be a team where I going to take the guys I like and hope I get them. Trae Young. That's a beautiful pick. I love Trae Young tonight. Trae Young's one of my favorite picks on the slate. If that wasn't obvious already, we're going to take Vooch. Haven't taken a lot of Vooch, but it is what it is. We are going to go Rudy Gobert to get him on the flip, and we are going to go Derek White. We're just going to put him in the queue. Active. Siakam fits well. We'll go with it. He's falling in ADP a lot. I don't know why. There's no reason for him to be. He's not out, so there's no real reason for him to be. I'm okay with that, though. So I am totally okay with this. Let's see. Let's go into draft here. Chicago, Orlando. We are going to go Zach LaVine. Oh, no, we're not. No, we're not going to go Zach LaVine. I lied. We are totally not going to go Zach LaVine. It is what it is. So we're kind of letting these run. We'll run our exposure tool after this. I'll show you guys that. And then we're going to call it a stream. I know it wasn't much, and this is my first time even really trying to do anything like this. And like I said, I kind of wanted to get these done earlier, but I couldn't. So, the work meeting obviously trumps streaming. So, yeah, it is what it is at the end of the day. So, I'll show you guys my exposures after this, though. But this is why you set rankings, guys. Like, this is exactly why you do it, so you can do stuff like this to where you make it go kind of quick. Patlo, Evan Mobley, Zach LaVine. A lot of these, that's a lot of the three names I'm clicking. I'm not really clicking Kuzma much. We are going to go ahead and go Zach LaVine. I think he's the highest upside of everybody there. Let's see. Go into draft room. We're going to go ahead and take Zach LaVine again, actually, here. Put Mobley in the queue in case. Let's go here. We have Mobley, DeJounte. I really like Mobley here in this spot just because of the team makeup. We got 27 seconds. Oh, so it's a back-to-back. Ooh, we could go DeJounte. I don't really want to go DeJounte, though, but the ADP is pretty low. Jeremy Grant is a choice. Drew Holiday is a choice. I think we're going to go Drew. I like Drew Holiday. I like Drew Holiday's spot a lot better than I did this morning. We'll put it that way. So do the projections. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. Let's go ahead and enter in here. Drew Holiday, Paolo, Mobley. We're going to get Brunson just as it's something different. I don't have any Brunson. So we're going to get Jalen Brunson there. I don't have a lot of him. Mobley, Grant. We're going to go those 3 drafts active. Okay, go into this room. I do like the Phoenix matchup for Rudy Gobert. I also like the Karis LeVert matchup. We haven't been taking him a whole lot. So we're going to go ahead and take round 5 Karis, and then we're going to go get Strus or Horford, or we'll go Sharp or Gobert or Tobias. So we only have about 5 rooms left here. No more hump day hoops, obviously. Man didn't fill. So the 2 contests that we're in the most of didn't even fill. So that's kind of good for me. 6 entry max contest especially. That's really good for me. So yeah, we're gonna go with it. I'm kind of happy about what we ended up with here. Let's see. We're going to go ahead and do Drew Holiday. I still think he's the best player on the slate right here on this list anyways. I think Drew could have a really good night tonight. I don't know that there's any way possible he doesn't have a good night. We have the Chicago stack. We do need to get an Orlando Magic guy right behind it. We are going to go ahead and do a Jeremy Grant pick here. And then next, we'll probably do something to the effect with Derek White maybe, or we get a flip side. Like I said, we need to get a flip side of Chicago and Orlando, so we probably need to do a Franz Wagner pick just to say that game's a shootout. Shaden Sharp, we already got him queued up, so that's good. Let's see what we got next here. So let's go into the room, see what we have. Levine, Pascal, Maxey, Sabonis. We are going to go ahead and take Mr. DeAndre Ayton as the other side of the Cleveland game. I'm not a big Ayton guy, but you got to take some guys that you don't really think they're big on because they might hit. You never know. I'm more so Shaden Sharp, Jeremy Grant, but, it is what it is at the end of the day. It is what it is. We got 4 more rooms to fill, and then we're done. We are done for the day, and then we get to watch the games, and we get to enjoy tonight's slate. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. This kind of is my process beforehand. I don't really do this last minute typically, but it's kind of how the cookie crumbled tonight. So that's kind of my typical process. We are going to go Al Horford here, just as a different kind of guy to go with. Or is there anybody else we could go with here? Not really anybody else that I'm seeing that's interesting. I like Keegan Murray more, actually. So we are going to go Keegan Murray, I think, here. Actually, we'll go Bradley Beal. We'll get a share of Bradley Beal. I don't know if it did it or not, but if it did Keegan Murray, I'm okay with that too. So it is what it is. You got Franz queued up there. Who do we need here for the 6th round? Okay, so we need Orlando or Cleveland bring back here. Let's go Karis LeVert. Like Karis LeVert a lot tonight too. All right. We'll go ahead and just draft Franz for me. There we go. All right, so this is our last draft. Let's see what we can do here. Last pick of the day. See what we can do here. 45-minute stream so far. Appreciate everybody that's come and hang out with me. And then we'll kind of break down the last night's process of what all I won. Honestly, the process was good, and I only had one team execute really well, but it happens. It happens. Luckily, we had the one team execute real well, so it didn't hurt us too bad. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. We didn't get Bobby Portis, which really sucks. Nurk probably doesn't project well in this matchup. Gafford would be a low-key kind of guy. We're going to take Gafford here as a low-key kind of guy. Just a different look. All right. So, completion. We have completed. Okay, so we got 16 hump day hoop entries in. That's not bad. That's not bad. It's not bad considering what we could have had. We could have had 0. So I do really want to see the exposures for everything. I don't know if I can or not, but so I can't. Okay. This is what sucks about my one pump fake team. So we need to set our swap rankings here. Let's see. Is Derek White on this list? Derek White is on this list. Okay. So Derek White is probably going to be up here with Shaden Sharp. I'd rather Shaden Sharp swap. I'd rather Gobert swap. I would not rather. Yeah, we're swapping these two. Putting this guy up here. Bobby. I think Bobby can go ahead of this group. We're going to put Bobby ahead of this group. It's kind of where I'm at with that. Keegan Murray. DeAndre Ayton. Who's after DeAndre Ayton? That's kind of like iffy. D'Lo, Beal. We'll put Beal on the swap rankings list. I don't know that I'll ever want him to swap, but I would prefer him to swap over Ayton. That's about it. Go ahead and hit save here. Let's see. We also have Jordan Poole. I don't want Jordan Poole. I want nothing to do with Jordan Poole. Gafford wouldn't be a bad swap. Reeves, Brooke, Suggs. None of these guys are really speaking to me. So Gafford. We'll put Gafford right here. I think you can take these guys off the list. We're gonna go ahead and take these guys off the list too, because they're not really swap ranked material. Because they're not. There's no way they went undrafted. Drew Holiday might have gone undrafted, so he's gonna be my number 1 swap. Where's Drew? There he is. Drew's gonna be my number 1 swap. I can't get Drew. I want Derek White. Can't get Derek White. I want Shaden Sharp. Can't get Shaden Sharp. Tobias, Gobert. Yeah, this is probably what my swap rankings are going to look like tonight. So that's kind of the plays that I'm looking at tonight. Probably going to have a lot of Boston, a lot of Sixers. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, at the end of the day, you're 6th. That's going to get fixed. This team right here is very live, I feel like. I wish I hadn't drafted Tobias, but it is what it is. I mean, that's probably what I drafted after the fact. Some buzzer beater teams, we can go through these as well. Like I said, I think my best team that I have live for this is probably the one that has, potentially a Drew Holiday swap here. That would be beautiful. There's an Embiid, LeBron, Ant, Drew Holiday, the Kyle Kuzma lineup there. This is the lineup here that I feel like has a lot of potential to do something. Where's the 4th round Trae Young? That's the one that I think has a lot of potential. Because I know there was one that had 4th round Trae. I believe it was 4th round Trae. It might have been this one. No, it wasn't this one. I don't know which one it was now. I don't remember which one it was now that I thought had a ton of potential, but it definitely had Luka at the beginning of it. So it might have been this one. It might have actually been this one. It's either that one or this one. I mean, this one has a lot. That one's really good too. This one's really solid. Like, a lot of these teams are really solid. I mean, 5th round Mobley's insane. Luka, Maxey, Siakam. This one's really good. Like, I think this one's really well constructed. But anyways, let's see. But anyways, Hump Day Hoops. We'll see what happens. We're going to run our exposures here real quick. I'm going to show you guys what those are real fast here. Let's see. Let's refresh this. It's only showing 25 teams right now. So we're going to show them all here. Apply. There's not 25 teams. There's more than that. Let's see. Let's do this. Drafts completed. We have 42 total teams. They took one of these out. I don't know which one they did. That sucks. Which one did they pull? Please tell me they didn't pull. Okay, they didn't pull this one. I don't know which one they pulled. They might have pulled the one where I got second round Joel. No, they didn't pull that one. This team is very live to do some stuff tonight. This team is very live if Joel plays. I'm kind of looking through here. I don't know which one they pulled. That sucks. I guess we could see. Because we have our rankings here of which ones that they pulled. So we could run our exposures. Let's run our exposure tool real quick. So it'll run our exposures, as you can see here. It runs the exposures all the way down. Kind of showing you guys this real quick here. It'll run the exposures all the way down, and it'll generate you an Excel sheet of kind of what we're looking at here. All right, so let's see what we got here. Let's do a compare and contrast of kind of what we got going here. All right, so we have AD, LeBron, Tatum, Luka, Sabonis, LeBron, Tatum, Sabonis, Tatum, KD, Anthony Davis, Luka, Tatum, Luka, Tatum, Luka, Anthony Davis, Joel Embiid. It threw out one of my Luka teams. Oh, it threw out my 4th round Trey. Oh, it threw out my very, very live team. Oh, man. Why did they throw that one out? Sad face. That makes me so sad. I hate when they throw shit out. I'm so sad. Oh, I'm so sad. That's unfortunate. That's the team that got thrown out. Luka, Maxey, Ant, Trey, Booker, and Jaylen Brown. Oh, man, that sucks. That really sucks. I'm sad. Now I'm really sad. It is what it is, though. It is what it is. Oh, it is what it is. At the end of the day, it is what it is, man. That sucks, though. That really sucks, because that was a Luka team, too. That really sucks. Hopefully none of my Hump Day Hoops gets thrown in. But anyways, swap rankings. We already got them set. Ready to go. Yeah, I actually think Karis LeVert should go a little higher. We're going to put Karis LeVert here, actually. Because I'm not a big fan of Tobias Harris getting swapped in, to be honest. Let's check my projections one last time. Projections. Okay. So we got... Who did not go drafted a lot? Drew, obviously, is at the top. Towns runs with Portis. Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal's high. I feel like Bradley Beal should be higher. And like Derek White even. We're going based off of projections that I actually use and like. I think we're going to go with those as our swap rankings. Shaden Sharp. Where's Shaden Sharp at? Shaden Sharp's just behind Beal. I think we're going to do this. That's going to be our swaps. That's going to be our final swap rankings. Oh my gosh, my dogs are annoying. I apologize for that. I apologize. Let's see. All right, well, let's see what our exposures, our final exposures are total. I do wish they'd show me what the final is. This is kind of annoying because it's not updated at all. So that's annoying. That's really annoying. Oh well. We have dunking after dark. We could still do Thursday hoops. 2 games. Only 2 games for Thursday. Brooklyn, Miami, OKC, Golden State. That's an interesting one. We'll still do this. We'll still do the sixth man tomorrow. 4-point play. We might do it. Single entry. We'll see. I didn't really get a lot of slips in tonight. So, you know, it is what it is. Exposure. We'll show it all now. There's more than 25 teams, all drafts. I don't know what's happening. I was gonna show you guys my exposures, but I guess I'm not. So yeah, I guess that's the end of the stream. Appreciate y'all coming through. Like I said, hanging out with me tonight, an hour stream. So good luck on the NBA games, and I will see you all later. Peace.